Thank you, Roxanne. Good evening to anyone who's hopped on to our live event. We'll start promptly at the top of the hour. Good evening to those who have joined us live. We will start in about 2 minutes here. Thanks for listening in. Okay, good evening, everyone. We have hit the top of the hour, so to be respectful for everyone's time, we will dive right in. Good evening and welcome to Medical Lake's Pass the Mic community building event. My name is Becca and I am helping the City of Medical Lake as they update their comprehensive plan. Thank you, first of all, for joining us and taking the time out of your busy evenings to be here. The comprehensive plan is a roadmap for how growth will take place in our community. It's important that this reflects the voices of those who live and work and recreate here. Your input is really key in this process to ensure that Medical Lake's future stays true. the small town character and quality of life we all value. And with this in mind, we ask community members, if you're joining us live, to certainly submit comments via the chat if you're interested during this presentation. We also encourage you to ask questions directly to staff after the event, if thoughts come to mind after hearing some of our panelists this evening. Also note that this session is being recorded and will be posted on our Facebook page later for those who might not be able to tune in this evening, so it will be shared after this as well. Medical Lake has seen really steady change in recent years, and this community building planning effort is really about balancing that growth while preserving what makes our city special. So we're going to spend about 30 minutes or so this evening, and we have representatives from three of our amazing community partners, including the Medical Lake School District, Lakeland Village, and Reimagine Medical Lake. In addition, we have the privilege of having Mayor Cooper here with us this evening, along with city staff. So our panelists will be talking about community building as it pertains to their specific area of expertise. Community building really is the process of intentionally creating and designing places that foster social interaction, a sense of belonging, and that strong collective identity among residents. So if you'd like to learn more about the comprehensive plan after this or the planning process, or catch up on what's happened before this time, you can visit the Medical Lake webpage as well. Before we hear from our community partners, I would like to pass the mic over to the Mayor of Medical Lake, Terry Cooper.
Well, thank you, Becca. Good evening, everyone. I'm Terry Cooper, Mayor for City of Medical Lake. Thank you for being here and joining us tonight. This comprehensive plan update is our chance to shape Medical Lake's future, like how we grow and protect or enhance our open space, ensure that our infrastructure and our services meet the community needs. None of this happens in a vacuum, as you know, and so we have done a great deal of outreach prior to this. And so, but tonight we want to focus in on some select partners who are key and important partners in the community. So when I took office, I brought a renewed vision to restore the city of Medical Lake to its roots, known as the healing waters of Medical Lake. City council and staff embraced this direction, and together we focused on community-centered planning. In 2024, we adopted a strategic plan, a new vision, mission, and values to guide our goals. And our mission is to build community, enhance quality of life so residents and businesses can flourish. If we succeed, Medical Lake will be a place of relaxation, recreation, and excellence where all people who come here will enjoy themselves, a place where people want to live, work, learn, and play. We're also strengthening partnerships across our community, and we've been working on that for some time. One example is our after-school program with Hallett Elementary, where the district provides the space and then the city provides staff, giving 26 students a positive, productive place after school, and with plans to grow that. And you know how beneficial that can be to parents and the peace of mind of just knowing your kiddos are okay after school. But in turn, the city offers space to City Hall for others, like Reimagine Medical Lake, in support of their festivals, farmers market, and events. And we also work closely with our major employers like DSHS and the Medical Lake School District, who are here with us tonight. You'll hear from them in a minute. But providing those critical infrastructure needs in those places where we cross-pollinate, I guess. We support each other through shared communication as well, posting events, sharing updates, helping get information to employees and the families in the community. And these small actions build strong relationships and a more connected community. So tonight you'll hear directly from some of our wonderful partners here about their missions and how they align with Medical Lake's long-term vision and how that fits in with this comprehensive plan update. So thank you so much again for being here.
Thank you, Mayor Cooper, for that insight and your leadership in this process. Next, I'd like to invite Medical Lake City Planner to talk a little bit more about how this topic of community building ties into the comprehensive plan and why your feedback is really important in that process. A quick reminder again to all attendees to feel free and leave comments in the chat. Due to time constraints, we likely won't be able to address all comments received during tonight's meeting. With that said, we can certainly connect you with a city staff person to answer questions or comments if we're unable to get to them this evening. A question for you just to kind of think on, ponder on, or respond to in the chat is, what does community building mean to you? What does that mean to you at this time? With that, I will pass it on to Elisa.
Thank you, Becca. I'm really excited to have this opportunity to hear from our community tonight. To plan for our future, we need to know one another and know what we desire our community to be. The city conducted a survey in the spring, and we received lots of great information, including the continued importance of retaining our small town feel. There are many ways to create a small town feel, and one is through identity. By maintaining a strong identity tied to our history through traditions like festivals, we will continue to build a sense of belonging. This shared connection to Medical Lake's history and traditions will allow us to keep a small town feel while we grow. This is what we hope to capture in our new comprehensive plan, and that is why I'm looking forward to tonight's conversation.
Thank you, Elisa. Super helpful. Appreciate that description of why community building is really important to Medical Lake, and why we're having this conversation. A community question again to just reflect on, think on as panelists are chatting, specifically for City of Medical Lake, is, what does it look like when government partners well with employers and community organizations? To help us kind of dive into that and think through that more and chat through that more this evening, we are joined by Kim Hedrick, Superintendent of Medical Lake School District, Brendan Arkush, Assistant Superintendent of Lakeland Village, and Ryan Simkowski, Board Member of Reimagine Medical Lake. So to start the conversation, we will begin with brief introductions and a little bit of history on each of these organizations. So Kim, we will start first with you.
Thank you so much, Becca, and good evening, everyone. We're so glad to have you here with us tonight. As Becca shared, I'm Kim Hedrick. I'm Superintendent of Medical Lake School District. Additionally, I'm a graduate of Medical Lake School District and have had the opportunity to serve as superintendent for the past 2 years. Amazingly, if you can believe it, Medical Lake School District is about 120 years old. We started in 1905, and we've been serving our Medical Lake community in Fairchild Air Force Base ever since. The district's development has been strongly influenced by our connection to our agricultural community, as well as its proximity to both Eastern State Hospital, Lakeland Village, and the neighboring Fairchild Air Force Base. This provides us a rich and diverse school system that is important to partner with our military families and keep our roots grounded in our farming culture. The Medical Lake Promise is our strategic plan, is a district-wide commitment and to foster safe and supportive learning for our students, focused on personalized and relevant instruction, and promote hope and a vision for the future throughout our students' learning experiences. We will dive in a little deeper into this in a few minutes.
Wonderful. Thank you, Kim. Next, Brendan, if you would please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about Lakeland Village.
Thank you, Becca, and good evening, everyone. As Becca mentioned, I'm Brendan Arkush with Lakeland Village. Lakeland Village is a residential habilitation center that offers services and care for people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Lakeland Village in Medical Lake was originally established in 1914 under the name of State Custodial School. In 1939, it was renamed Eastern State Custodial School, and in 1947, the name was changed a final time to Lakeland Village. We have provided services and care for over 110 years to thousands of people in Eastern Washington, including training, education, and healthcare. Lakeland Village is a 24/7 facility that is state-operated by the Department of Social and Health Services. Lakeland's Village purpose is to provide appropriate, comprehensive, functional assessments, individualized plans of care, quality services that meet people's needs, honor human and legal rights, and promote independence and self-management in a personalized home-like environment. Here at Lakeland Village, we have 2 programs. We have a nursing facility and an intermediate care facility. Our program provides services and care for about 140 residents. Lakeland Village's nursing facility provides support through nursing, attendant counselor, nursing assistant certified staff, occupational therapy, and physical therapy, and recreational leisure activities. The nursing facility has recently earned a 5-star rating from the Centers of Medicare and Medicaid Services, placing it among the top nursing homes in Washington State. This facility also provides short-term respite services for eligible people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Our intermediate care facility provides active treatment through habilitation programming in residential, vocational, recreational, or leisure therapy and behavior support modalities, as well as medical and nursing services and therapies. Lakeland Village residents have an extensive day program that involves sensory integrative and interactive techniques such as touch, pressure, massage, aromatherapy, relaxation, music, environmental controls, microtechnology, audio and visual sensory stimulating activities, and movement. These programs incorporate activation of electronic and assistive devices for cause and effect reaction, response to stimulation, computer programs, ball play, textures, etc. Through these programs, clients have achieved measured success in reduced sensory defensiveness, anxiety, aggression, self-injurious behavior, and success in increasing or maintaining joint and muscle range of motion. Residents have vocational and employment opportunities and may work in a store on campus, recycle, provide print shop services, work in the greenhouse, or produce ceramics, as well as perform contract work for community businesses. Along with our neighbors, a neighboring Eastern State Hospital, a psychiatric hospital that also operated by DSHS, Lakeland Village has been a major employer for the West Plains during this time. We have a team of over 690 employees. Positions include direct care providers, physicians, dental staff, nurses, pharmacists, audiologists, physical and occupational therapists, speech pathologists, dietitians, psychologists, recreational therapists, adult training and vocational training program staff, quality assurance teams, emergency and safety management, commercial kitchen staff, seamstresses, and more. Lakeland RHC has a dynamic continuum of care and works diligently to help residents move to a less restrictive setting in our community. Lakeland also evaluates many new admission applications monthly. We are recognized for our quality, skilled care and services and look forward to providing these supports to people with developmental disabilities for many years to come.
Thank you so much, Brendan. Last but certainly not least, Ryan, if you please introduce yourself and give a brief history of your organization.
Awesome. Yeah. I'm excited to be here. I am Ryan Stumkowski, and I'm the Vice President of Reimagine Medical Lake. Reimagine Medical Lake is celebrating its 10th year this year, really focusing on making Medical Lake a better place to live, work, and play. And I'm excited to be here to talk because community building is really at the core of our organization and what we do. Our goal kind of from the founding was to collaborate with the City of Medical Lake, with our area churches and local organizations, the school district, to strengthen our community. And we were created by a group of our neighbors, local citizens, really looking to enhance Medical Lake. And when we were founded with two key purposes. One, really to engage the community through events, bring people together, and then also to help our local businesses grow. And we've really been focused on both of those things. Where most people know us for our events like Founders Day, Fall Festival, and Winter Festival, which is happening this coming weekend. But beyond that, we're really looking for as many ways as we can to enhance the community. Recently, we launched the Medical Lake Farmers Market, which has been offering a makers market for the last couple of years, helping to grow local businesses and bring in some healthy food options for our community. And with the Gray Fire in 2023, we expanded our mission to also include fire recovery. And we are still continuing today to work hard, with our community in the recovery efforts. Really our goal right now is to not just recover, but to help the community move to the next level.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Before we continue on to this next portion, I want to remind everyone that you can find more information on the comprehensive plan holistically and that update on the city website, including trends and opportunities. So I encourage you to check that out if you'd like to learn more if you haven't already. There's also a comment button on that page if you'd like to submit anything on today's event or a different topic. And again, a reminder that you're more than welcome to leave comments on this live feed as well. So we'll continue with our guests. We've asked each of our panelists here that you've heard from to talk about how we can build communities specifically. So each of your organizations here this evening are really integral to and valued by our community. And, I'd like each of you to describe how we're working together for the future of Medical Lake. Another question for folks joining us just to kind of think on or put in the chat to reflect on as you listen to Brendan in a moment here is give thought to, make suggestions on how Lakeland Village could become more of a community partner rather than just an employer. So Brendan, let's start with you this time, please.
Thank you. So with regards to recent trends, Lakeland Village has gone through a lot of changes over the past years. This is primarily due to the different types of residents who are seeking to receive services from Lakeland Village. The resident population is changing. Lakeland increasingly receives requests to support people with dual diagnosis, meaning people who often have both intellectual disabilities and mental health conditions. Our residents may have a wide range of needs, from profound physical and cognitive challenges to combined developmental and behavioral health conditions. We've had to reevaluate how we provide supports and how we can best meet the needs of our new resident population. The staff at Lakeland are resilient and have really risen to the occasion and do a great job supporting all of our residents. Over the past few years, Lakeland has really increased our partnership with Eastern State Hospital. Eastern is a valuable resource to help us learn how to best support these new residents. Most recently, Lakeland Village became part of the Behavioral Health and Habilitation Administration within DSHS. This put both Eastern State Hospital and Lakeland Village under the same administration, enhancing our partnership with Eastern as well as allowing more partnerships with other facilities in this new administration. For opportunities, Lakeland and the community of Medical Lake have a long history of partnership. From the time Lakeland was founded, the community of Medical Lake was an integral part of Lakeland Village and vice versa. However, over time, it seems this partnership has decreased due to regulatory changes, leadership changes, etc. I know that Lakeland Village would love to see that partnership reinvigorated and grow. Lakeland is excited to reopen this line of communication and hear about potential opportunities where we can again partner and enhance community building opportunities. We appreciate the City of Medical Lake reaching out to Lakeland to be part of the steering committee for the development of the city's new comprehensive plan.
Thank you, Brendan. Appreciate that. That was really insightful. Thanks for sharing with us. Next, we will turn it over to Ryan with Reimagine Medical Lake to tell us a little bit more about community building within that organization. Before we do so, again, just to kind of get the wheels turning on community question to mull over or put your thoughts in the Facebook chat or follow up with the city, depending on your preference. Reflect on what community events mean to you. How do you participate typically? So with that, I will pass it to you, Ryan.
Yeah, thanks. The trends that we're seeing here in Medical Lake are really encouraging. Especially with Reimagine Medical Lake, we've become a trusted nonprofit and respected community partner. And we appreciate and value that role. And we've worked hard to earn that reputation. By really providing good events and activities for the community. One of the most important trends we see, in how things are going right now is we're really working to grow a partnership with the City of Medical Lake, working to align, collaborate, and share in a number of different ways to help strengthen our community together. We're also seeing a big shift in opportunity. With expanded broadband, Medical Lake has the ability to attract remote workers, tech-enabled small businesses, and digital entrepreneurs. And we can position ourselves as a connected small town, the kind of place where people want to live, work, and invest, helping to bring money in for our community and our small businesses. We also see continued momentum around community revitalization and economic development. Our grassroots structure gives us the ability to incubate pop-up businesses, kind of champion small business owners, and foster Main Street style development. Reimagine can help lead efforts around walkable neighborhoods, parks, downtown connectivity, and sustainable growth. The narrative ahead of us is important. How do we modernize? How do we move forward without losing the heart and character of Medical Lake? that is one of really the most important trends we see right now, and something that's really important to us as an organization. We're also working on some fun initiatives. One in particular is really designed to help foster a sense of belonging in our community, and we're looking at kind of a heritage education initiative where we'll be highlighting important stories of people and traditions from our community, just to help people understand where we've come from, and what the historical basis for so much of what we experience today. But all in all, we're really excited for what lies ahead, for the medical aid community, and for the future partnership amongst these organizations, and just the community on the whole.
Thank you so much, Ryan. Appreciate you sharing that with us. Next, we will turn it over to Superintendent Hedrick to tell us more about community building within the Medical Lake School District. Before we do so, another question for you all to ponder or respond to in the Facebook chat while listening to information from the school district is, do you feel connected to academics and school resources within the Medical Lake District? And how might we improve in this area and encourage participation? So with that, I will pass it over to you, Kim.
Yeah, thanks again, Becca, and thank you, Ryan and Brendan. Even sitting here listening to you share, it's already brimming some ideas for me, and I'll be reaching out. But more about the school district. We really value the power of partnership in our community, and are similarly excited about trends and opportunities we face as we engage in comprehensive planning across all of our systems. As you've heard, in small towns like ours, collaboration isn't just strategy. It's really a way of life. It's how we are able to accomplish great things in a small setting. Whether it's our schools, our city leadership, local businesses, families, our nonprofits, each of us play a role in shaping our future that reflects our values and aspirations, collectively and together. Through the Medical Lake School District, we are actively closing the opportunity gap in our community by offering crucial programs, adding to important programs such as early learning. This year, we've added both transition to kindergarten programs for our 4-year-olds, as well as Washington State funded preschool to provide opportunities to over 100 3 and 4-year-olds to have access to early learning, both within our Hallett Elementary School here in town, as well as Michael Anderson out at Fairchild Air Force Base. And additionally, we're always working to ensure equity in our education, providing every student with the skills and resources needed to succeed. We're also able to maintain high quality programs through our involvement or through federal impact aid due to Fairchild Air Force Base residing within our district boundaries, as well as strong local levy support from you in our community. Technological advancements, wellness for our students, mental health, physical health, and enrollment planning are high priorities for our district as we look towards the future. Our schools, Michael Anderson, as I shared, Hallett Elementary, Medical Lake Middle School, and Medical Lake High School we believe, are truly the heart of the community. And we are continuing to explore ways to make our facilities more accessible for community events, youth programs, as Mayor Cooper talked about, adult education outside of school hours. We really see opportunities for our community to be built by strengthening our military partnerships through increased mentoring, volunteering within our schools and classrooms. But finally, as seen through the Great Fire recovery, we also can leverage our schools and use our district resources to bolster community resilience and increase our community participation. We really see this as a collective opportunity. Our schools can serve our community from birth throughout the life of our community patrons. And we encourage folks to participate. We, as well as similarly as the city, are developing community facilities task force and ask you to weigh in on our improvement plans as we continue to partner and develop those.
Thank you, Superintendent. Appreciate that. We've heard some really wonderful ideas, lots of great information. With that, I'd like to go back to Mayor Cooper to hear a little bit more about the city's role in community building.
So it's so great to hear everybody speak about their mission and their vision and their hopes for the future. And I'm just excited at how much they align with what we want to see from the city. And you know, I just couldn't be happier. And thank you all for coming and sharing with us tonight. You know, when I'm thinking about what we shared, we're all very closely connected in this community. I too graduated from Medical Lake High School. My husband graduated from Medical Lake High School. He was my sweetheart. We've been married 45 years. We've lived in this town all that time, raised our family here. And then my husband was a 32-year employee at Lakeland Village and ran their wood shop there. And he just recently retired. I'm one of the founding members of Reimagine Medical Lake. And, you know, when we started that, it's like, okay, if we could be the government, what would we do? All the things that government doesn't have time or money or effort, you know, or employees to do. And so that's why it's Reimagine so closely aligns with that heart of community, is because it was intentional. And just to hear all of those visions and know how much our school district is appreciated, how much DSHS facilities, both Lakeland and Eastern, are appreciated, how much our nonprofit groups like Reimagine and the others are appreciated. And so I just had to share that. I do note benefits tied to our economic development, good governance, community engagement, recreation programs, community events, and of course, public safety being so critical. The comprehensive plan periodic update steering committee is itself a result of our partnership in community. The city is working to partner with students to help market our places and activities and history. We're now offering a program guide and a magazine, and as we continue to communicate what we do and why we do it, and how families and children can engage with us, is really important. Our numerous community events are only possible through all of these collaborative efforts. We have annual events. These are hosted by all of our nonprofits and partners in community, like our annual Easter egg hunt, our Fool's Run, Fisherman's Breakfast, Founders Day Festival, Linger at the Lake, our 4th of July public fireworks display, Blue Waters Bluegrass Festival, Fall Festival, and the Winter Festival, which happens this Saturday. Here's my plug, December 13th. 10 to 5. And if you want to see my husband and I, we are the official Mr. and Mrs. Claus, and we will be building little wooden sleds and decorating cookies. So come on out. It's all free for the kids. And there's my plug for Winter Festival. The Gray Road Fire recovery efforts have enhanced our partnerships. Not only did it reveal the weaknesses we had as a city, you know, it created an opportunity for us to review those weaknesses and come up with an improved hazard mitigation plan. Not just let the county do that for us, but we took that on. We realized immediately with our state facilities, with our nonprofits, and with the school district what we didn't know. And so now that has also improved, and we have a concerted effort and are ready to respond to future serious events. Hopefully not another disaster, but if it happens, we're going to be ready and we're going to know how to communicate with each other. So it really is impossible to tell the story of Medical Lake as a city without telling the story of Eastern State Hospital, Lakeland Village, Medical Lake School District, Fairchild Air Force Base, and all of our service organizations and nonprofits. So we are connected by place, by history, shared values, lots of family connections, as you can imagine, generationally. And these connections require communications and collaboration, trust and mutual respect, resource sharing, and capacity building. And we're really seeing that happen more and more with our facilities and other infrastructure needs. So my hope is that this outreach event will help to illustrate how partnerships exist and are actually improving our community. It's working, it's happening, and hope is rising in Medical Lake because of the kind of collaborative work that we're doing. So couldn't be more proud to be your mayor.
Thank you so much, Mayor Cooper. That was wonderful. and everyone else who's shared their insights and expertise this evening, and those who've shared questions and thoughts tonight. Thank you all for your time and for being here. We're running a little bit low on time, but we would like to answer at least one question from the community. A viewer has asked, is there an opportunity for partnership in building a community center? Mayor Cooper, would you want to give us a short response to that question, please?
So there is a long answer, but the short answer is yes, for years, and it is on our radar. We're looking for opportunities. I think our first opportunity is to partner with the school district. Being in Medical Aid for 50 years, I remember a time when we were young that during the summer there were programs for kids, there were programs for adults, and the school really was the hub where a lot of those things happen. And we're kind of moving in that direction. So not to put you on the spot, Kim, but I think that we would look first to the school district because we're already working in that direction, and to just, I guess, put you on the spot and have you share with the community your thoughts about pursuing that more.
Yeah, thanks, Terry, Mary Cooper. Absolutely. As I shared previously in my comments, we as a district really believe that we have facilities, and we want to make sure that they're public facilities, they're for our use, and how can we best serve our community with it. Within our district, we all operate a wellness center that we're really offering some outreach education opportunities that are really not solely that aren't exclusive to our district, our families, our staff. We really want them to be open to our entire community and are working to develop that. And so how can we, and that's really what our community facilities task force is going to be charged to do, is how do we really leverage these resources, right? We have 3 school buildings within, and the high school is 145,000 square feet. How do we leverage that space to really best serve our entire community, not just our school student population and families? And so that's what we're seeking to do. And so let's talk about it.
That's great. We will.
Wonderful. Great question. Thank you guys for that answer. Appreciate it. Well, thank you, everyone. This is the conclusion. I just want to remind everyone before they hop off that this is just one opportunity of many to participate in the creation of the comprehensive plan. Again, please check out the webpage, the city website, or follow City of Medical Lake on Facebook. You can also, again, reach out directly to City of Medical Lake staff if you have questions or ideas. Again, a recording of this event will be posted online on the City of Medical Lake Facebook page for anyone who wasn't able to join live. So please, we welcome you to share the video with neighbors and friends and community members. So thank you again, everyone, for your time and engagement and for helping shape the future of Medical Lake. I hope you have a wonderful evening. And thanks again to all our panelists and Mayor Cooper and the city for being here this evening. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.